Here we go. When you try to fly, hold your head up high.
Hey everybody, this is Nick with Me, Myself, and Droid.com, and I'm here today to do some simple how-tos. Now this video is not for the advanced user or the user who's had an Android phone for, really any length of time. This is for the person who really doesn't know what they're doing with their phone and would like to enjoy the experience that everyone else is enjoying, but just doesn't quite know how to. Okay? Alright, so first things first, I'm going to show you how to create a shortcut. Now, it's really easy. All you do is you long press on the home screen. Let me show you that again. You just hold your finger down the home screen. That's long pressing. And there's a few different options here. Create a shortcut or a custom shortcut. Now, the custom shortcut is just unique to this ROM that I have on my phone. You probably won't see that. You'll probably see something more like this. Shortcut right here. Okay? Now, again, this is for a HTC Hero running Sense. You can also just hit the plus button and shortcut. Each ROM might be a little bit different, but those are basically the two ways you would get to this menu. Okay, and then here you can choose what kind of shortcut you would like to create. For this example, let's create a shortcut of a setting. So you click Settings. I'll click it on this one also, Settings, and let's do battery use. Battery use, battery use, and now there's a shortcut there. You can hold down on the phone, hold down on the icon and move it around. Hold down the icon, move it around, place it wherever you'd like. Okay? If you click on it, it'll take you to battery use, and it shows you what applications are using the most power on your phone. So that's how you create a shortcut. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is create a widget. Or not create a widget, but put a widget on your home screen. And it's super easy. To put a widget on your home screen, you can do it one of two ways. You can either hold down on the home screen until this menu pops up. Depending on which type of ROM you have, it'll look a little bit different. And then you just click widget, widget, and then here's a list of your widgets that you have installed on your phone. Okay? And, depending on what kind of applications or widgets you've downloaded, there will be different, different ones in each one. You just click on one, and there it is. Now this one on the right here, there it is. Okay? And you can always long press on the widget to move it to wherever you want it to be, or you can, put it wherever you want. Alright? Alright, next thing I'm going to show you to do is how to remove a widget. So let's say you don't want this widget here anymore. You've moved it around and you just can't find a good spot. Oops, you just can't find a good spot to put this widget, or it's ugly or whatever. You don't want it anymore. So what you do is you long press on the widget. Now you have complete control over the widget, and you drag it down here to this trash can. You see that trash can right there? You drag it to the trash can until it turns red, and you let go. Let's do it on the phone on the right. Long press on the widget. Drag it down to the trash can, it turned red, you let go, it's gone. Now that did not remove that application from your phone. All it did was remove it from the home screen. If you go back into it, widget, that clock is still there, okay? You can bring it right back anytime you want. It did not remove it from your phone. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create a folder on your desktop. To create a folder on your desktop, you just long press on the home screen, long press on this home screen, and as always with the HTC Sense phones, you can just press the plus sign right there in the right hand corner instead of long pressing, whichever you prefer. And then select folder, folder. Okay, now here gives you a bunch of options. If you have applications installed that use live folders, then it'll show up here. Like this phone on the right has Pandora installed. Well, Pandora has a My Stations folder that you can click on, and it'll set up a folder of all the stations that this user has created. I guess my wife hasn't created any stations on Pandora yet. Okay, so let's remove that. But if for this example, I'm just going to show you how to create a folder of your own. So new folder, this one, new folder. Okay, now let's say the phone on the right here, we created a folder for all these settings we have here. So instead of having 3 icons used up, just long press on the icon, drag it into the folder, and drop. Long press on the icon, drag it in the folder, drop. Long press on the icon, drag it in the folder, and drop. Now if you open that folder, there you see the 3 the 3 icons. So they're in the folder instead of on the desktop. It takes up less space on your desktop. Now if you want to change the name of the folder, right here it just says, I don't know if you can see it, it says folder. Not very descriptive. Click, oops, let me show you that again. Long press on the top, and then you can rename it. We'll rename this settings. There you go. Okay, and now it saved it as settings. So that's our settings folder. You click on it, battery use, display settings, manage applications, so on. Okay, now this one on the right, same thing, folder. This is just a list of all of her favorite applications. Okay, just drag them. Long press, drag, drop. Long press, drag, drop. Okay, open it up. There's a list of all of her applications. It says folder up there. Oops. Let's long press on that, rename it. You know how to do that. All right. All right, I also want to talk to you about live folders. Live folders are very handy for applications that are updated often, but you don't want to have to update the folder each time. So for all people, this a live folder here, that's a live folder to all your contacts. Okay. Now, if you update a contact, you do not have to update this folder. This folder automatically updates from the application. So you add a contact in your phone, this folder automatically updates with that contact available there. Hope that makes sense. It's pretty easy, but there's other applications that use it also. So for this Notepad application, here's a list of all the notes she has in her Notepad. Obviously she doesn't have any, but you get the idea. Okay, I also want to show you how to uninstall an application. Okay, now you can do this a few different ways. You can either go to the market and uninstall the applications from the market itself, just by clicking on downloads. It'll take you to a list of all your downloads and you can uninstall it from there. That one's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy. But I want to show you how to do it from your phone itself without going to the market. Now you can do that one of 2 ways. Let me move this one out of the way. You can either open up, manage applications if you have this shortcut here, which I just showed you how to do a few minutes ago. Let's say you don't have that shortcut up. You can go to settings, menu, settings, applications, manage applications. Now let's say we want to get rid of, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to really get rid of it anyway. Let's get rid of abduction. I don't really play that very often anymore. So you click on abduction, and it'll take you to this screen, uninstall. I don't know if you can see it. Uninstall, right there. Okay? Click on install. This application will be uninstalled. Uninstall finished. That's how you uninstall an application. Alright, I also want to show you how to change your keyboard. Now, if you haven't installed another keyboard, this isn't going to help you. But if you install a keyboard replacement from the market or from a third-party source, this is how you would get to it. You download the keyboard. You go to settings. Go to keyboard, language and keyboard. Language and keyboard. I'm just showing you on both devices because they're running different ROMs. It might be a little bit different for each one. Now this one on the left, I don't have another keyboard installed, so it's not going to really show us anything. This is just the one that came with it. I take that back. This is a different one. So I had to check this box when I first installed it because the regular Ender keyboard is there. So, but for this phone, let me show you this phone here. I just installed Slide It keyboard. So what we're going to have to do is check Slide It, and it gives you a little warning here. Press OK. And then, depending on which application, which keyboard you install, most of them have settings you can, adjust different aspects of the keyboard. We're not going to get into that on this video. So all you do is you select, check the box. Now that doesn't do anything except for make it available on your list here. So let's go back to the home screen. Let's open up a application that will use the, let's press search. Alright, let's press the search button here, and long press on the box, the input, the box where you actually type into. So long press there, and this is going to pop up. It's going to say input method. This is where you can select which keyboard you want to use. So as you can see on this phone, there's 3 different options because I have 3 different keyboards installed. Touch input, that's the keyboard that came with the phone. Better keyboard, that is the one that was downloaded from the market. Slide It keyboard, that was the one that was downloaded from the market. So let's go ahead and select Slide It, and then press back. Give it a chance to reboot. Press the search button again, and now Slide It should come up. There it is. Slide It came up, and now you can. Yeah, so I've never used this before, but now you can use that keyboard. And so, for instance, let's go ahead and press search again. Long press on the box, input method, better keyboard. And you can just switch back and forth between keyboards that way. So let's see if it worked. Better keyboard should come up. There it is. That's better keyboard. Okay. Alright, thanks for watching. That's really all the basic Android 101 tips that I have for you at this time. If you can come up with any other tips or help for a new user that really doesn't know his way around Android yet, shoot me an email at memyselfandroid@gmail.com, or you can always leave a comment on the section below, and let me know what other videos would help the new user out there. And always check out memyselfandroid.com for the latest and the greatest. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.